Warm-up can include our levers with a tiny hop, lever to handstand with a tiny hop. Backward rolls, we just can do our rock and rolls and just encouraging them to put their hands underneath their shoulders in the proper hand position for a backward roll. You can add forward rolls into it, encouraging them to stand up tall. The animal walks that you'll want to do on parallel bars, so you'll have bear walks and crab walks for sure. You can do the bear walks and the crab walks in different directions, so forwards, sideways, and backwards. We'll have our shapes, our pike, tuck, straddle, stretching in those, and include some turns. So practicing our half turn and our full turn if you're able to do that. We're going to practice our backward rolls using our rainbows. So we're going to have them lay on their back, reach their hands to the wedge mat, lifting their feet up and over to push on their hands, landing on their toes preferably. You can also have a mat lying on top of the rainbow and the wedge mat just to help make it a little bit more even for them. Again, reaching with their hands, lifting their legs over, landing on their toes. We'll practice handstands using the triangle, having them reach their hands to the ground and then lifting up their legs. Their stomach and their arms will be just stretched across the triangle there, and their legs will be at the hip level, lifting them up high and bringing them back down. Trying to keep that shape. We can use a mini trampoline or a beat board to practice some jumps off. Have them do a couple bounces and practice their shapes like star, tuck. They could even do half turns if they're ready, especially the Gym Frog 3/4s. Just encouraging them to jump off, reaching up high for their jump and landing in their motion. We're going to practice forward rolls on the floor. We're using the purple markers to stand up tall to start our forward roll, reach down low, tuck our heads, stand up tall on the next dot to reach up tall at the end. On the floor bar, we're going to use the low beam with our hands on the beam and stepping up onto the markers to make a straddle shape, standing up tall and jumping off. If they are able to get that and are ready for another challenge, they can put their hands on the beam and they can jump their toes up onto the marker in the straddle shape, standing up tall and jumping off. On the single bar, we're going to practice around the worlds, encouraging them to hold onto the bar with their hips onto the bar in their front support, leaning forward to roll over into their forward roll, and again encouraging them to keep holding onto the bar as they go around. On the parallel bars, we're going to just do animal walks on a crisscross size bar, so high on one end, low on the other, and opposite on the other side. We still want to make sure that when they step down, that the bar isn't going to be too high, that they're going to hit their armpits underneath if they slip through. So just make sure we have the appropriate max there. On the uneven bars, we'll go back to our glide swings in our pike or in our straddle. Whatever shape they're able to get their glide swings into, we just really want to encourage them to open their hips kind of at the end or the top of the glide swing, and then back to their feet, trying to keep their feet in front of them. On beam, we're going to use our bean bags and the pylons to practice our complex over different heights, doing a variety of different locomotions, so forwards, you can do sideways, you can have them marching over, you can try some backwards if they're comfortable, just doing different movements across. For cool down, we can use the animal dice, let them have a turn, rolling the dice, seeing what animal it is, and trying that animal walk.